Just wait until it's next to you next time. I'll be like, hey guys, it's Saeed here, and we're here with my boy
Kevin Harris.
Kevin Harris, and he has this beautiful build. Can you tell us a little bit about what the year, make, and model of this car is?
So this is a '79 Toyota Corolla, wagon, LE, 5-speed edition. This is all legit. This is actually what they call the LE 5-speed edition. Yeah, and I've owned this since 2010.
2010. And what specifically, what motor are you running right here in the engine bay?
So this is a 1JZ GTE out of a Mark III Supra, the Japanese edition, obviously, because it never came over here.
Japanese edition, exactly. Okay, and you said this is the hatchback edition, right?
So it's the wagon.
The wagon edition, wagon edition.
Luxury edition wagon, 5-speed wagon is what it's called.
It's like you got a turbo kit on there, right?
So this came with turbos. They have the factory twins in there under the heat shroud, of course, but everything else is bolt-on, you know, because I literally got it off a crate with the transmission, put it in there, and I had to find everything else to make it work. You know what I mean?
That's legit right there, man. Yeah. And if the camera can see, this guy has a lot of details. I want y'all to see this fabrication. That's fabrication at its finest right there. And that's what we're talking about, man. These beautiful cars built the way that the owner has the vision for. And let's check out the interior a little bit. Can you tell us a bit about your interior?
Yeah, so I mean, it's a hodgepodge, but you know, it's made to make it work. Again, I've had this car since 2010. I'm just trying to make it. At first, it was just trying to get it on the road. Yeah. Do whatever I could do.
Of course.
Now, for at least the last 4 years, especially since I've been moved to Houston 4 years ago, I've been trying to make it just as cush as possible for a car like this.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, the bride seat, I've had that since 2011. This is a Tom steering wheel that was, a lot of parts were given to me.
Oh, wow.
This was given to me by a really good friend. You know, this is expensive, you know, rare steering wheel. My shift knob, top secret, that was given to me by a friend. Man. You know, so yeah, there's a lot of things in there that are just for comfort and then given to me because a lot of people believe in the project.
Of course, that's amazing.
That's what's a community thing.
Definitely, these are not parts that you just go to the store and just buy off the back. And if you can get your hands on some of these parts, they're gonna cost you a leg and a kidney at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Leg and a kidney, man. But yeah, just want to talk a little bit about your wagon here, man. It's amazing. The color still looks really, really good.
Thank you.
I think that one of the most important things in any build that we see here, especially for builders like yourself that have come out, is a lot of attention to the details.
Yeah, so I come from the car show world. I think I started this car scene in 2001, 2002, essentially. So that's when Nopi Nationals was still going on. Super Street with the Super Street Tour. So you're going hot import nights, like the old school hot import nights, you know, with Benny Benassi being there and stuff like that. So it was all car show. So every little thing counted as a point when you wanted to win the car show. So everything from, like, I don't know if you can catch it, but like the headliner, you know, I got the wood grain in the back. Let me go around here and open up the, you know, like, well, you see everything in the engine bay, right? But like even my gas door. Here we go. I even put that touch on there.
That's beautiful, man.
You know, so I have little nuggets everywhere on this car. Because that's the world I come from, and it makes it look like it's more put together than really what it's set for nowadays.
It's an amazing looking vehicle, and like I said, it's attention to detail. Sorry about that, attention to detail. I don't know if you guys can check out the back, but I see some hardwood floor, and that is phenomenal. That just kicks it up on a whole nother level, man. But like I said, we're grateful to have the Corolla here. It's an amazing car, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check out some other amazing builds. Thank you guys. Guys, Saeed here with Automotive Project. We got this beautiful 280Z, amazing. The color, from the color just to the engine all the way out. And with us we have.
How's it going? I'm Kyle.
Kyle. And I just want Kyle to talk a little bit about his build, how he came to this liking the 280Z in general, and just a little bit about what he's done to the car.
Yes, sir. So it's just stock L28, man. You know, modifications been done to it, not too much. I really love the OE harnesses. It's got a side load ECU just for it. Just stuff to make it reliable, good for a daily driver, AC, you know, basic stuff, take it to work. But as far as that goes, it's pretty much a well-stocked motor, shaped head, not too much.
What about the paint? Is it stock paint?
It's stock from pinstripes below. So pinstripes somebody painted in the 90s, but I've kept it, you know, that patina, because you know the patina is what if I paint it and, you know, spend $5,000 paint job, I won't want to drive it.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people are different. I'd rather keep it the way it is.
Yeah, I got a 74 Celica, and the patina is that's where it's at. It just gives it that old school classic look. And tell us about this rack right here, man. This is awesome. I'm guessing you skateboard.
Yes, and the rack, I mean, it's my favorite piece. It's for a 72 240, and it's just something that we saw it online in LA, and I didn't know anything about it. It said Datsun Safari rack on it. And I'm like, okay, let's pick it up. And then I find out that it's like an uber extremely rare piece that like not very many people have. They only made it for 1 year, and it's something unique. It makes the Z look a little different. It's a factory piece, and boy, oh boy, it's durable as hell.
Man, when you pull it in, it's one of the things that kind of popped out. Is that rack is like, okay, you got the 280Z, but then you got that rack right there. You might even check a look inside, just kind of see your interior.
For sure.
So the interior is for the most part stock?
Yes, sir. So it's been, you know, I've done reupholstered seat, got a 240 Series 1 wheel. I'm all about, you know, Amco parts. So the same rack or the same company that made the rack, made the shift knob, the floor mats. So I want to have some.
Original steering wheel right here?
No, the original one was kind of a puffy, like puffier at 280 in the middle. This is from a Series 1, so like a 70 240Z.
Okay, 70 240. It actually feels really nice with it. I mean, just the size of it and the wood grain. You can't go wrong with wood grain, man. It just makes your interior just kind of pop out a little bit more. And then this, what do they call this? A louver, right?
Yes, sir.
This is also really, really good, unique piece.
Yep.
The louvers, man, just kind of make the cars just look sportier.
Oh yeah, it's part of, I mean, when I bought the car with this on there, it's my favorite set of louvers, because the ones they have out there, the older style, they bolt in. This one came with it. It's more push into the seal type, and just easier for maintenance. You know, you see all the louvers on like Corvettes, Camaros, stuff like that. They're 3M tape. This is like, you want to do maintenance.
Oh yeah.
Easy to clean, easy to take off.
Yes, sir.
Super useful to have, you know.
Man, you see, why buy a brand new car when you can get a classic with headaches, but the appreciation is there.
Oh, yeah.
Man, thank you for showing us your car. This is an amazing build. I think people in all parts of Houston need to buy a classic, work on it, and build it the way they want it to. Beautiful car, man. Thank you. Thank you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Beautiful truck, and with us we have Mr.
Scotty
from
Katy.
Can you tell us a little bit about your year, make, and model of this vehicle?
This is my 1977 Toyota pickup. It could be called a Hilux, depending on what part of the world you come from. I bought this truck about 2.5 years ago out of Magnolia, Texas, and drove it home, put it in the garage, and started throwing the bank at it, man. You know?
If you ain't got the money, don't buy a builder. This is gonna suck all your money in. And we didn't even want to go with receipts about how much he's already invested into his car. But can you tell us a little about this beautiful engine, man? It's the details for me. It's always the details for me. You can see through the grill. He's got the horns right there, but yellow, the color yellow, it just makes everything pop out, stand out. He's got his lines coming out. Is this a intercooler?
It's a Mitsubishi oil cooler. And so on an older motor like this, for me. It helps keep the motor a little bit cool. It also adds a little bit of oil into your system. So rather than running about 5 quarts, now we're running about 5.5 to almost 6 quarts. It does keep the motor quite a bit cooler than normal. And with an old motor, it's good to have more oil and just keep that oil, cool to just take care of that older motor. This is the OEM motor that came with the truck. It's the numbers matching motor. It's got a built head with a Redline Torquer high output cam, Headman header to a 2.5 inch stainless exhaust, Weber 38 Outlaw, K&N Plenum hat, HKS filter. And we're still running on the stock 1977 OEM bottom end on this thing. And it's starting to go again while we're putting a new motor in it next week. But even now, it'll get me, hell, I could drive this thing to Austin and back, and it would still run fine.
So it's reliable.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And can you tell us what color this paint is? Because when you pull it in,
Yeah, the truck was the original olive green.
Okay.
I bought the truck from the original owner in San Antonio, and she had painted this truck this, what we're calling like a Caribbean blue. We really don't know the color. Everybody asked about it. I battled it in my head if I was going to strip this truck, if I was going to do this or that. But you know what? The more that I've worked with it, the more that I've been around people that have given me input about the truck, it's pretty much staying the way that it is.
Yeah, man, this is a beautiful. I personally would have changed the color. It makes the truck what it is, the uniqueness of it. And this is also something that stood out when he came in. This rack right here. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
All right, so the rack I built myself, except for the towers. The towers are the old school easy. They're called Quick and Easy. All right. Now, Quick and Easy sold their patent to the company Sweet Patina out of Dallas, Texas. I bought the towers. I made the stringers out of teak. I found the carbon air dam on Amazon. And then these are actual old school 1988, 1989 surfboard covers or surfboard pads that I've had since I lived in California.
Oh, man. And then we got a little bit of the interior. From what I can see right here, the interior looks complete. It's really good condition, really well taken care of.
Yeah, the interior's complete. The seats came out of a 2017 Lincoln MKX. Yeah, they're full grain leather seats. The headrests are out of a 2019 Infiniti, but they're out of the back seats, so they have the smaller headrest. It's got a true Nardi Torino wheel in it. The carpet is called Cinnabar. It's an orange carpet, and I just think that it really contrasts with the color of the truck.
And this is why we love to have these kind of trucks here, because everything is fabricated. You're putting your own pieces, whatever you like, and if it doesn't fit, trust me, by the end of the day, it's gonna be in there. But I want you guys to check out that gas pedal right there. I'll just quickly glance at it. Check out that gas pedal. Can you tell us what that is?
All right, back in the days of California with the Volkswagen movement, they made an accelerator called a speedball. And it's just like a metal skateboard wheel on an arm with a spring. And you just put your foot on it, and as you lean on it, it rolls up and down your shoe. Some people don't like them, they give you a cramp. Some people love them. I love it because it makes the car real snappy. And this truck, I have to drive this truck barefoot or with socks on because the pedal box is so small. But when you get into these trucks and you drive them barefoot like that, it just brings this new experience to it, Shoes get in the way,
And would this be considered a long bed?
It is a long bed.
And it's okay.
The number of the truck is an RN28. The RN20 was the short bed, RN28 was the long bed.
I don't want to give too many nuggets right now. This is a vehicle worth interviewing. So you guys stay tuned for that full interview, but I promise you guys, this is an amazing, it looks even better in person, guys. So yeah, thank you for coming out. Thank you for bringing this.
No, not a problem, man.
And for everybody to enjoy, man.
Not a problem.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. We'll be in contact pretty soon, I promise you. What's up, guys? We're here with this beautiful 1986 Toyota Corolla, and we got my boy
Larry
Y'all know
Fargo.
Larry. Y'all know Larry from one of our episodes. Larry, he's the mastermind behind it all. But Larry has one of his Corolla builds here. You want to tell us a little bit about what you got here sitting in?
All right. It's a 1986 Toyota Corolla with a Beams engine, a 3S GE, third generation, all stock, 6-speed. It still has AC, still has power steering. Everything works on it with the original car. So everything on this car is factory.
And functional.
Yes. Functional factory, except the engine. The engine's just a swap.
Yeah?
That's it.
And as y'all can tell, this ain't no stock engine, it's the beams. And this is one of the more popular swaps on these cars because it has power and it just drags the whole chassis everywhere. And it's got a beautiful red color. Y'all can see the wheels right here. What kind of wheels are these?
Actually, these are in Carroll Shelby wheel line edition from the 80s. From the 80s, Carroll Shelby. They look like BBS's, but they're not BBS's. Carroll Shelby's.
Can y'all see that? Man, those are real nice. They look kind of dubbish and just the pattern, everything flows really well into it. A little bit about the interior. I see you got right here, driver's side, the GTS seat.
Yes, one GTS seat, SR5 seat on the other side.
And that's
everything's stock.
And that's really how they do it. One GT. They're so expensive that most car buyers can only afford one.
Yeah, that's why it has a rip still.
And it doesn't even matter, man. When you see these kind of seats, you can have 4 or 5 chairs. People still have them on it. This is because it's a GTS seat. So it's got a GTS. The interior looks clean. And then we have the sunroof edition.
Yeah, it's called the bubbling edition. That bubbles with the water and turns to gives you that patina rust. But it is going to be changed out to a carbon fiber one. I do have it. I just been lazy to put it on.
And you can't have patina without rust. You just can't. But this is a hatchback. The hatchbacks to me, they're just more beautiful than the coupes. That's just me. And then we have what kind of tail lights are you running on?
This is Kuki Red Lines A86 tail lights. These are from Japan. They're not the best condition, but they are worth a pretty penny. Just like it is, it's $300. But it looks nice. It gives a different look to the car.
That's $300. Whether you want to pay cash, EBT, credit, $300 is $300. All right, and then one last thing. Do you mind if you turn on the engine so we can hear the purr of the beams engine?
Well, I'll give you the honors.
All right. I'm not gonna rev it too high, but I want you guys to hear just the unique sound of the beams. There you have it, guys. Man, this thing sounds beautiful. The beams has a very unique sound. It picks up really well, very well. But yeah, man, this is what it's all about. Get it together with builders, people who have spent the time, spent the money for sure on getting cars like these out to our events and just having fun with it. Allowing people to see their builds and just enjoy them just as much as a builder. But thank you guys, and stay tuned for some more. Give it a little rev. All right, guys, so we have another beautiful car here at the car meet, and this is my buddy
Kenneth.
Kenneth. So Kenneth, what's the year, make, and model of this beautiful vehicle?
1993 Nissan Skyline, R32 is the chassis.
Yeah, and it's a 4-door, so I know we don't see a lot of 4-doors here, at least I haven't in Houston, but 4-door, 2-door, man, is a Skyline. It's a beautiful car. So about the engine, is this a stock engine?
So it originally came with the RB20 non-turbo and automatic, and when I bought it, it was swapped with the GTST powertrain.
Okay. And how long have you had it? 2019. Wow.
Over 3 years.
And besides the engine, everything's pretty much stock.
Yeah, I've done some suspension stuff on it, put coilovers on it when the stock ones went out. Basically, it's like as something goes out, I'll replace it with something nice now.
Yeah. So I know this is the Skyline, but can we go a little bit right here to the right-hand side? What is it like to go through the drive-thru and order your food? That's the question we're trying to ask here.
Okay, so admittedly, I've never reversed through a drive-thru. My buddy keeps trying to get me to do that. Normally, I have my wife with me, so she just kind of does the ordering.
Okay, so if you want to make your life easier, have your wife with you on the passenger side. Otherwise, reverse. Okay, and I see you have some aftermarket seats in there, right?
Yes.
Oh, those are amazing. And
Really tight fit. But they do end up fitting. If you sit super upright, you'll end up hitting the headliner because the stock seats, basically where the seatbelt holes are, that's where the headrest is on the stock seats.
Man.
So a lot different, but they hold you.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure, man. This is amazing. There's a lot of people that, still to the day they haven't seen a Skyline in person. So I recommend everybody for our next car meet. I'm sure my buddy will be out here again with the Skyline, and it's beautiful on video, but when you see it in person, it's more appreciation for the build, and it's not like you can go to any dealership here in Houston and go buy one. This was actually imported, right?
Yeah, the person I bought it from had already imported it, did all the paperwork, so I didn't have to worry about like the crazy title and all that.
That's what it's all about. That's what car builders are about. Whatever vision they have, they put into play, but you're gonna need a lot of this right here. Yeah, thank you guys for being with us, and on to the next one. What's up, guys? We're here with a beautiful red Mitsubishi Eclipse, but I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna let the owner talk about it and introduce himself.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Jonathan, and this is my 1998 Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX.
Man, when he pulled in, just the sound of the revving was beautiful. It didn't only sound good, but it looked really amazing, man. Can you tell us a little bit about your engine? I know y'all can see this big old turbo popping out, but it's more than just, looking at it. You can tell, for those of you guys that build cars, there's just so much work that has gone into this engine so that it can look and sound this good. Can you tell us a little bit about your engine?
Yeah, of course. Well, this is a 4G63 engine. It's the same engine from the Evo 3, and I built the engine for 600 horsepower. I put a HX40 turbo, so it should be a fast car, and it's all-wheel drive. So
600 horsepower, man. If you see this guy in the street, just give him a little salute and keep driving, man. 600 horsepower, you don't want to mess with that. And one of the things that I did, I asked you about it was it 4-wheel drive?
yes, I bought a Shell all-wheel drive, but I had a GST. It was front-wheel drive, so I swapped everything to the all-wheel drive Shell, and I did complete everything. Yes.
And you don't see, I mean, sometimes you'll see some of these body type body styles driving around, but 4-wheel drive, and you got traction all the way around. But I want to talk. Maybe we can take a look at the interior a little bit. Y'all can see he's got the body kit on the side. He's got the fresh wheels. I like the Michelin. He's got the Michelin white letters on there. As far as the interior, you running stock seats?
Yes, everything is stock. I like to keep it stock. It's the way I just delete the back seats, but pretty much stock interior.
Okay, it's real clean. I'm guessing you're running aftermarket ECU?
Yes, I'm running aftermarket ECU. It's called ECM Link, and I'm running E85, and I have the laptop to make some power.
So you got the laptop to tune up his computer and be on Facebook all at the same time. You can split screen. No, I'm just kidding. But man, the color looks amazing. Did you get it repainted?
I painted myself.
Oh wow.
Yes, I did all the work myself. I put the engine, built the engine, and painted.
Yes, and we see right here Fuel One. I got a buddy who makes this, or the owner of the company.
Yeah, he's my friend too.
Yeah, Keith.
He's the man for injectors here.
So this car looks amazing, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Whenever you show up to a car meet, you see cars like this. Anytime somebody builds a car, it's much more than just a car, man. There's always a story behind it. There's always bloody knuckles that went into the stories. There's always that one bolt when you're about to finish and it was stripped. You know, there's headaches, but man, it's worth coming out and seeing these kind of vehicles where people put all their hard money, time, and just to see the outcome of it. All right, guys, thank you guys. This is the end of the first car meet. It was great. It was a success. We had so many car builders come out. Man, we had so much collaboration. We had a bunch of beautiful cars. You guys, as y'all saw from the video, we also had some cars show up late. But man, we just want to thank you for the bottom of Automotive Project's hearts, man. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your Saturday to come out and be with us, to show off your ride, to participate in the food area. Thank you guys for you know, dropping your Instagram, for following our channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow our YouTube channel. We'll continue to build great cars so that you can enjoy them, man. Like I said, from the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank you guys. This first car meet was a success. It was a victory, but we have another one coming up. We'll stay tuned for that one. But thank you guys, and stay tuned for more great content to come your way. Automotive Projects out.